annoying. Okay, stream can hear us now.
Hello.
We're going to the trial. Kayla, we're going to the
Oh, yeah,
trial.
trial. Hold on, I'm gonna have to like put the stream up on my phone and then I'm gonna have to mute it so I don't get double of you.
um. So Sophie said that when I asked Sophie about like coming to the stream, she said that she'll be there, but I don't know if she'll be in chat or on call. So.
Oh, that's fun. Hold on, actually, I'd need to log in first. Oh, whoops. Oh wait, I have the app. Why am I on the browser? That don't make no sense. Open an app. Duh. No, mine's gonna take a minute.
I can do a wish.
Apparently, I haven't kept it up to date.
Give me luck for a single wish.
I will give you as much luck as humanly possible. All
Okay.
my luck goes to you.
Okay. It didn't work.
Imagine if I'd gotten you another Barbara.
That would have been
That
hilarious.
would be funny.
I can do one more wish. Give me luck.
Barbara.
It's a 4-star. So if it's Barbara. Oh, it's Layla. Layla.
Okay. Hold on, what does the character look like?
Off banner Layla.
It's so nice to
She's like a sleepy elf.
Sleepy elf.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm just opening Twitch now.
How did I do that?
Hey, and I'm actually logged into my account, so I don't have to log in.
She also studies astrology.
Astrology. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, is one on screen now?
I like her design.
Oh, my phone.
She's pretty. Are you still not seeing what I'm seeing?
Oh no, I'm like seeing some of what you're seeing, or at least what you previously saw.
Where's the stream?
She also studies astrology.
Oh.
Hold up, let me mute the.
Then you are seeing then you are seeing her design, right?
Yeah.
See, that's what she looks like.
That's all her design, yeah.
Okay. I have a wish for the standard banner. Oh, I have 4 wishes on the standard banner. Give me luck.
Luck, I give you all luck.
Okay.
Imagine it's Barbara.
Nothing. 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 And nothing. But I can get another wish for the standard banner. You can give me luck for this final wish.
Yes, lots of luck, lots of luck.
Nothing. Your luck's terrible.
Whoops. I mean, I'm really tired. Maybe I'm not giving enough luck.
Okay, wait until the next day. Start the trial. You ready? We did some investigating yesterday, and now we're gonna do a trial. Actually, this morning we did the investigating.
Yeah, this morning. I am going to have to put the stream off because I cannot. My phone is struggling too much. Which is really annoying.
Oh, it needs to be 8. Okay, my bad. Oh, so...
Actually, you know what? Just gonna reach over and like grab my laptop and like slowly drag it over to me so I can see what I'm
Participate in the trial. Let's go. Trial time. Oh, Paimon's still wearing that.
The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
Okay, I have no
No.
clue how
We're
far
already
behind the
very
stream
grateful
is
that you were
compared to
willing
what
to
you've
help.
currently seen, so that's gonna be interesting.
Now, don't you all look
Turn
disappointed?
off brightness.
Don't tell me that your
I'm literally just
investigation
lying
came
down
up
in bed
empty-handed.
on my side with
That
my
was to be
headset,
expected, of course.
Did
and
The
then
guilty
watching the
can
stream.
never produce
Did-
proof of their innocence.
Did Fiorina even investigate? Because she's the one that we're going against.
I shall be terribly
No, she,
disappointed
as
should
far as I
you,
know, she's not
my most
investigating, but
anticipated foe,
then again, isn't
concede
like the
so
guards or
easily.
something?
Since
Oh,
proof
right, yeah,
evidence is present,
she has...
I declare that the trial regarding
Sophie's
the
in
magic show
chat, let's
is now
go!
in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to
She's
understand
arrived!
the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
Carly
I will explain
discussing.
while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Oh, why were you late? I told you over an hour ago. Why were you late? What the fuck?
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that
Broken
you
your
ran to
toe.
and
How
remained
did
hidden within
did
the
you kick
magic
it on
box
like
in the
the
audience
side of a
stands
door
once the trick
frame or like
began,
the
and thus
leg of
could
a
not
chair or
have committed
something?
the crime? Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina.
You dropped
Do
a
you
gate
wish to
on it?
refute his statement in
Are
any
you
way?
okay?
Oh my
Why, of
god!
course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open.
How did you drop a
Mr.
gate
Linney
on it?
is
Like,
clearly
how big was this
lying.
gate?
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact,
You're playing
I
Genshin.
say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
I just realized
That
I
is
had the
simply your
stream muted.
hypothesis
My
based on
plan
the
was to have
presumption that I'm
the stream
guilty.
just like on low volume. Whoops.
Okay, so... Lady Fiorina has said that she doesn't think that Linny was in the tunnel at all. Which doesn't make sense, because we know how the trick
Yeah,
works.
it
He
doesn't
had to
make
he
sense.
had to have been in the tunnel to get to the other side of the box. And if
Yeah.
he... Like, why would he have been if he wasn't in the tunnel? Because no one saw him leave any of the boxes. And those were the only exits. Apart from...
That is.
Apart from
Hold on, what fucking logic is she trying to use?
Yeah!
Like,
And Linny's
we
just...
were using logic this entire time.
Yeah, Linny's saying that it's simply a hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Literally.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
Okay, so now she's asking what he heard, and he's saying the wrong of the crowd.
I see.
Counting
And
down.
when the
Crowd. I
count
mean, that
reached
kinda
30
makes sense,
seconds
yeah,
or so,
because-
there was a
Now
bang.
she's bringing up the
Oh.
third
So loud that I
that everyone
believe
heard.
practically everyone heard it.
Yeah, but he was actually in the crowd, so. Oh wait,
No, everyone in the crowd
Didn't-
heard it.
I didn't hear anything.
He said that he heard the countdown, like people counting down. That's all he. That's like the only thing that he said. And now Fiorina's bringing up the third that happened 30 seconds in or so.
Huh?
And Linny's confused.
Hey, hang on.
I mean, I guess
Something's not right here.
it is possible that he didn't hear it. Because obviously he's in a box. He's hearing the crowd be like extremely loud with the countdown, but also I didn't hear the thud when I was like listening in for like a couple of seconds on stream because I happened to actually be watching at that point. I didn't hear a thud.
I
so...
did. No, because Paimon brought it up. Paimon literally said,
maybe...
Paimon said, huh? There's a third? Something like that. Paimon's the one who said it, so like, it brings attention to even, so like even if the player, like, you know, didn't hear it, Paimon literally says, huh? There's a third.
Yeah.
How could Linny not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside
Yeah, 'cause
the
it-
box.
Yeah, everyone's saying that it was really loud, so he should have been able to hear it from inside the box.
Yeah, because even if he were in the
I
tunnel...
definitely heard the thud.
And then someone who was sat right by the box said that, saying that they heard it. So how did Linny not hear it? Because the character model, he genuinely looks surprised, but also maybe he's acting, and he could be acting.
But also, why would he actively
Ooh, the scales
choose
moved.
to go against what everyone's saying?
Those mean
Like, if everyone's agreeing that there's a thud, why would he go and say, oh, I didn't hear a thud?
No, because
Like, that just...
he hasn't said I didn't hear it, he just went, huh? When Lady Fiorina brought it up, because no one's told him about the third.
True.
Because at that point, no one was talking about it. Lady Fiorina brought it up, and he was like, huh? And then everyone's like, oh, what? Why is he saying that he didn't hear it? Everyone else heard it, and it was really loud. How did he not hear it? That's what's happening right now.
Well then, ladies and
I mean,
gentlemen,
if
allow me
he's
to use
surprised,
the
it
words of the
clearly
magician
means that he didn't
himself.
hear the thud.
Yeah.
You never
But
know
also,
what
if
can
he
happen
were
in
actually
the blink
guilty
of
and
an
he's
eye.
acting, why
Indeed,
would he go
it seems
against
to
what
Yeah.
everyone else is
also
saying?
collide
Yeah, why would he
with
act as if he
each
didn't hear the
other.
third? That doesn't really make sense. Because that would implicate him.
Exactly.
Fiorina's now saying that it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the house?
Okay, and now, you know I said yesterday that I knew something about the law that I wasn't going to tell you?
Yeah.
Fiorina's actually brought it up. So they're
Okay,
from
what-
I'm gonna explain it now. They're from something called the House of the Hearth, which is an orphanage run by Alakino, who is one of the Fatui members, and the Fatui members are like the main antagonists currently of the game, along with the Abyss people. That's a different faction. So
Okay.
they're part of an organization within the organization that's the main antagonist of the game.
Interesting.
So now, Fiorina's actually brought this up. Canonically, the Traveler didn't know this, so the Traveler's probably learning this for the first time. That's how the Traveler reacts.
the House of the Heart?
Yep, there for Tui. What the fuck?
No wonder they
I
did
mean, to
something
be
like this.
fair, you wouldn't want... Okay. At least this is how my brain's working right now. If someone, like some rich old dude, funds an orphanage...
Alakino is
and
not a
like-
rich old dude.
it doesn't matter, I'm using the rich old dude as an example.
Why are you using a rich old dude?
Because usually people who like fund orphanages are rich old dudes. I don't know. That's just stereotype.
Alakino is hot
Anyway.
mommy. You know what? Yesterday, when the twins talking with their brother Fremine, because Fremen is also from the House of the Hearth. And they referred to a father in quotes. That father is Alakino.
Okay, I can't defend them any further than that then.
Yeah.
Never mind. Because
So
I was going to make a point like, okay, well, if someone funds an orphanage, not every child in that orphanage is going to like the person who funds the orphanage. Not everyone in that orphanage is going to want to be affiliated with that. But if they literally call in the dude father, like, I'm sorry, I can't help you there.
well, they were calling them father in quotes, so maybe they've been told to call him father.
The godfather.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing.
Sounds like a mob
Now it all
situation
makes sense.
anywhere.
I've got a
Oh, and
feeling
you
what
know,
happened on stage
Child who we were
wasn't
talking to
just an
in
accident.
yesterday.
Yeah.
He's a Fatui Harbinger. And we're friends with him because
Because you're a traveler, of
yeah.
course.
But honestly, Child is like, he's a friendly person, and all he wants to do is fight people.
Didn't like the way you said he's a friendly person.
What do you mean?
I don't know, just the way you said it.
How did I say it?
He's
That's
a
irrelevant.
friendly person.
Our identities have nothing to do with what
Just like
happened.
the way you like pause for a second and then like the tone you use. I don't even know how to
I
describe
was,
it.
I was trying to, I was trying to I was trying to think of a way to describe him. Okay. Anyway, Linny's are saying that the fact that they're from the House of the Hearth is irrelevant, and that their identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened.
Sorry,
during
Linny,
that
but like
1 minute.
identity is quite literally the main factor in investigation and law and all that.
Okay, now Furiona's wanting them to tell her everything that happened during the minute.
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all.
Okay.
I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
Okay, I think the reason why Fiorina said that was to put doubt in the Traveler's mind. Because of what she's just thinking.
Good
Yeah.
thing I made all those preparations.
She
Seems
just
the
wants
all-nighter I pulled
to
last
give
night is
out
really
punishments.
paying
She
off.
doesn't even care if it's actual justice at all.
Mm.
She is not the god of justice. She is the god of like fucking punishment. I don't know.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First,
Oh my god, his
when the
voice.
child was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box
Voice
nor
is
the tunnel.
good.
Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
um... They look so
Please
sad,
answer
bro!
my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry.
Oh! Oh! Right, he's just looking at the Traveler with this sad eyes. And he said, I'm sorry. In like the most saddest tone. I'm like...
Sad wink.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Hey, Toto.
I knew it.
Toto has come.
Well,
Say
that's
hi.
it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
Not over my laptop, please.
It might still not be them though. Just because they're part of the House of the Hearth, it still might not be them. Everyone's like, yeah, they're guilty because they're Fatui. But Child wasn't guilty. Child's fucking amazing. Anyway.
Granted.
Does Child have uh,
Are you okay?
Himbo energy.
Your
What?
your voice just went ah. I was like, what the fuck? Yes, he does have kind of himbo
Yeah,
energy.
No, I don't know what that was. I think it might have had to do with Toto, because she's cuddling like literally right by my face. She just decided she'd come over and lie right there.
In that case, what is your
I literally,
request?
I'm getting
Okay,
fur in my
we're
mouth.
because new information that we didn't know has come to light. We're asking for a brief adjournment so that we can discuss some things.
Yep, that makes
Is
sense.
that really
Good call,
necessary?
good call.
They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say!
Order! Oh my god, I love Nibbler.
Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience,
Also,
let's allow the
Farina, that
joy
was a
of
very
victory
dirty
to
trick,
steep for
just
a
like the
little
new
while
information being
longer.
popped up.
Yeah.
Because in actual court cases, you're supposed to actually inform like witnesses and specific bits of information. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like things that aren't
Well,
actually
this is
relevant to
awkward.
the case have
I
to
didn't
like
think the
go through the judge
Hydro-Archon would dig all
first,
that up.
and if it's deemed as irrelevant, the
I'm
judge will say,
sorry,
okay, strike that from the
Traveler and
record,
Paimon.
and obviously the jury is like
Sorry.
told to like forget it.
Paimon doesn't know where to start.
Oh,
We
sorry,
trusted you
Toto.
two. We based our entire
No,
reasoning on
come
the
back.
assumption that you weren't
She's
bad
left me.
guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
Oh, Paimon.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please,
Paimon
let
has
me
such a
explain.
weird angry face. I don't know why.
I
It's
know
like
you've clashed with the Fatui several times before.
it doesn't look like
I
it's
wouldn't
supposed to be
surprised
angry.
If just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Okay, so Linny's saying that he knows that we've clashed with the Fatui before, but he's saying that the organization is very large and the Harbingers have different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people.
Okay.
As many as
Lynette
we can.
oh my god, Lynette saying that they want to save people as many as they can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends.
Oh, Linny.
That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
Linny's saying that if it weren't for their respective identities, they could have become friends, and that's why he didn't want to flat out lie, but just chose to hide some details.
Okay,
The
yeah,
truth is
because
very
see, in an
important,
actual
but
court
being
case,
completely
that is
transparent
something
about
extremely
everything would see
important
us
that would have
spending
had
more
Yeah.
to
than
be
we need
mentioned.
to.
Because sadly, a lawyer's entire job
you be the
is
judge.
to
Heck,
take
if I
all
were
the
you,
facts,
I fear that I'd even
even
struggle to
stuff
trust
that
me at
might
this
not
point.
be classed as relevant, and then also try and build a case by first thinking, okay, well, this person is guilty by the other attorney's like point of view.
Mm.
So now I need to like act as like build my case pretty much on top of the fact that I see them as guilty.
Yeah.
So how do I defend against that? How do I prove innocent?
You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to
Funniest
trust me.
part is
I am no criminal.
all my law
least not in this
and
case.
fucking knowledge about courts and stuff is from my many years of watching Law and Order's Special Victims Unit.
Okay, so Linny's also like asking us to trust him, and he's saying that he's no criminal, at least not in this case. So it's
Not in this case.
not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Ah, why
Why
did
does he
they?
look like he's got a bra strap at the back? of his outfit. Like he looks like he has like a
You both
not a bra
seem
strap,
that way.
a like bra clip at the back, like where it's that like a V.
Okay, now we're saying to explain the other issue, the fact that he clearly wasn't actually in the box because he didn't hear the thud.
Mm.
Because he was asked he was asked two questions by Neverlet, because it was what Fiona
Yeah.
brought up, the fact that he clearly wasn't in the box and that they were part of the House of the Hearth, and he said yes to both of them. So now we're saying, oh, just explain the other thing first now. Where did you actually go?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course.
Yeah, because if he
I'll
were in the
answer any
tunnel like
question
he
you
was
ask.
supposed to be or had previously been, then that vase falling over would have easily been heard and probably would have seen it as well.
Hmm.
But then if he were in the box, he would have heard it easily.
Yeah. No, because he said, when he was explaining the trick, he said that he ran over, like, literally as soon as he started. Like, as soon as the box dropped down, he ran over.
Yeah.
So he was supposedly in the other box the entire time, but he didn't hear anything.
Mm.
So he wouldn't have seen it, because that clearly happened while he was still in the box, but he wasn't in the box, so where was he? And he didn't know anything about the thud, so he couldn't have been in the tunnel. Anyway.
We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Okay, so they've been trying to find out how the Oratrice, which is like a mechanical consciousness that takes the energy of justice from the people and turns it into energy, I think.
Okay.
So they want to know why it has a consciousness and why it can deliver sentences accurately.
During our investigations,
Sentences
we learned
as
that the
in
machine's
judgment
core is beneath
sentences.
it.
Yeah. Don't worry, I know what you mean.
During their investigations, they learned that the machine's core is beneath it.
From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick
They
with the
designed
objective of getting close to the core.
the box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
See, I mentioned that previously they would have had to specifically make this trick after finding out that there's that tunnel there and using it to its full advantage.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
Paimon's asking if that's why they needed a whole minute, because that was a long time frame.
Yeah.
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box.
He's saying that the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while he would only need 15 to get to the opposite box.
So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
After jumping in the tunnel, he accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core was stored.
That air vent was created during the
Fucking
construction
knew
of the
that the
tunnel
vent was
specifically
important.
to execute this step.
Okay, so the tunnel was actually constructed for the trick. Because Lynette's saying that air vent...
For the trick.
Lynette is saying that the air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute the step in that plan, I'm assuming.
Well,
How long
nothing.
had they been performing
As
this
soon as
trick
I
in
reached
the
that room
city?
and was
Like,
about
it
to
doesn't look like it
investigate,
was
I heard
recently under
someone's voice.
construction.
So we asked what they found, and Lee said nothing. He's saying as soon as he reached the room and was about to investigate, he heard someone's voice.
Which should have been impossible, of course.
Interesting.
I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room.
He's saying that it should have been impossible and that he was certain that he was the only one in the room.
That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came.
He's saying that the voice recognized him and tried to speak to him, and he chose to be cautious and then retreated backwards. So back through the vent.
On the way back,
Yeah.
I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
Okay, so when he was going back through the tunnel, he says he saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, and so he couldn't give it any time of thought.
Okay.
After that,
Interesting.
the
So
homicide
evidence
occurred
might
just as
have
you
possibly
saw.
been moved around just a little bit while he's running past it. Possibly.
Maybe.
Unlikely, but possibly.
He's saying that after that the homicide occurred, just as we saw.
Mm.
Okay, so that means that they couldn't have escaped through the vent because Linny was coming back through the vent, and he was on the other side.
Yeah, but that also means that whoever was in charge of paying attention to people entering and exiting places, it clearly did not do their job properly because they literally said during the show no one entered or exited the basement and no one was found hiding there after the show.
And but there was a voice there, so
Exactly.
someone was there.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the
We
thud.
clearly know someone was there. Linny was there.
Yeah, we know that Linny was there. No, but no, we know that no one exited or entered the basement, but we don't know if anyone was in there during the performance. They just know that no one exited or entered.
Well, yeah.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must
Then
know
even
all
still,
we
that
can
doesn't
about
fully
this
make
nation's
sense because
secrets
no one
in order to
exited
deal
or
with that
entered
prophesized
the
crisis.
basement during the show, but then no one was found hiding there after the
Yeah.
show either.
So what was that voice?
Then where the fuck did they go?
What is that voice?
My first thought was like a speaker or something,
Maybe.
like cameras and speakers, but I don't know if that type of technology. Like I saw dancing animatronics earlier today, like early hours of the morning. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know the technology.
Yeah, Fontaine
Advancements, maybe that's
is
possible. I don't know.
Fontaine is the most technologically advanced nation. It's based on the Industrial Revolution.
Makes sense.
So yeah.
That's the
So,
only way we can save everyone.
Possible, but unlikely that they have cameras and
No,
well,
they
probably have.
do have cameras. They do have cameras.
Okay, they do have cameras.
So
it could be.
we know this because in a World Quest, it was a while ago that I did it. We were asked it was in Inazuma because Fontaine stuff has expanded everywhere. But we were in Inazuma and someone was like, "Yo, can you help us record this?" And we did. And I remember that World Quest because I was like, "Oh, I knew that there was picture cameras. I didn't know there was video cameras. Interesting."
Well,
So, there you have
that
it.
at least
the whole truth.
narrows it down a
I
little bit. So
swear,
it could
I
have
didn't hide
been
anything from
someone
you this
seeing
time.
Linny through the camera and being like, "Hey."
But I don't know if there's security
Or, like,
cameras though. Or like live cameras. I don't know if there's live cameras.
If only we could actually ask
I know.
that question.
It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to defend them.
For giving us a chance.
I don't think they did it.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped
I
pretty
mean-
badly against you two.
It's a little bit iffy that he admitted to going through the vent and then also seeing the entire situation. Like, how is it possible for that to happen?
I don't know.
Because it would have had to have happened between the time that he entered the vent and went to the basement and came back because the ordeal had already happened by the time he got back, and he didn't have time to like check it out before he had to be up in the box. So literally he is describing the fact that it is impossible that it is not him.
Yeah. I still think it has something to do with Cowl.
Oh, it definitely has something to do with
Because there was
him.
no
Like,
reason.
we haven't seen his body.
There was no reason for Cowl. Right, I don't think Genshin is going to show a dead body, Kayla.
Well, highly unlikely, but like, still.
Anyway, there was no reason. Yeah, there was no reason for Cowl to be in that box. There was no reason for Cowl to be in that box. No, I'm pretty sure the guards confirmed that it was a deceased actual person.
Yeah.
If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's
But then
accusations,
Sophie mentioned yesterday that
seriously
fake death.
watertight defense.
Right.
And I don't know if she was being serious or if it was just a theory. Because she was the head of.
I don't think she was that ahead. I think the most she could have been was where we're now.
Fair point.
Yeah, she said that it was a theory.
It was a theory. Well, personally, I think that theory might be fact, but okay.
She's saying that she's literally at the same point right now.
Yeah, because we keep stopping and just starting.
Huh? Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Linny's statement. Linny claims that he headed to the chamber containing Sophie just confuses us. Containing the Oratrice car upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place and thus did not hear the thud. The voice in the Oratrice car chamber. Linny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses the Oratrice car within the Opera House's underground structures. I wish we could investigate the underground structures just to see what it looks like. Yeah. But we don't have time, we've got to participate in the trial. Continue the trial. Let's go. I'm under the impression that it can't be Linny.
Both parties have returned to their position.
Because if he was, if it was, the
evidence is pointing towards him.
It is, but if it was Linny, he would have known about the thud and would have thus acted as if he did hear it, but he was confused. Yeah. And why would he act as if he didn't hear it when he knew it would, be used against him?
Literally further prove that it's him.
So I'm really under the impression it's not Linny.
Honestly, I'm torn. I can't decide. Like, logically speaking, from a story standpoint, this is literally plot point. It's obviously not gonna be Linny and Lynette, at least from a story standpoint. However, logical standpoint, Linny is looking really suspicious right now.
Sophie's saying that it'll be something we don't see coming. Probably true. Okay, wait, let us continue the trial.
I am a writer and I have to think of absolutely every single possibility. Because I also do, like, Dungeon Master for D&D. So I really do have to think of every fucking possibility.
Okay, Nicolette is talking about how, when we last left off, Mr. Linny acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Fiorina. Therefore, Lady Fiorina may continue stating that her reconstruction of the events. This place does have weird shit happening, Sophie, not gonna lie. Okay.
Oh, you're definitely not wrong. I mean, random disappearing maidens and, like, no one actively trying, like, I'm presuming this is the first actual culprit that's been stood on trial at the moment.
Probably.
So like, clearly they weren't looking that hard.
Well, it's probably because the other the other disappearances were probably in the same vein of what happened here. It's just that here it was during a magic show where Linny was presenting the magic show. Well, I feel like all the others, there wasn't as much of as a big thing happening when they disappeared. You know?
Possibly.
Okay, now Fiona's talking.
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Okay, so she's talking about the scene from Linny's perspective from her standpoint, but from what she quote unquote knows. Oh. Mechanic. Game mechanic. Oh. So if we've seen that she thinks they wanted people to see for some reason. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the person wanted to frame Linny. That's what I said yesterday.
I mean, it does make sense because it's quite literally, it's Linny's group's machine that was messed with, like specific to pick out that specific number. Also,
so we're saying they wanted to make a show of it, which maybe. Based on
I get what you're hinting at there.
Based on the opposition's accounts of events, you can identify loopholes in that statement. Let's go! New mechanic. I like new mechanics. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous Sophie saying don't trust her, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust her either.
I'm pretty sure yesterday I also pointed fingers at Lady Fiona.
Well, yeah, because we got a hint from Sophie. She was like, I don't think you guys are gonna like Lady Fiona.
No, I didn't say it because
we were like, oh, is she gonna turn out to be bad?
I didn't say it because of that, because I thought that she said that we weren't gonna like Fiona because she pointed fingers at Linny. But I was thinking that like she wanted to, you know, again make a show of it. Anyway, use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of fact and replace them with new inferences. Use your refutations to go. Why did I struggle at that? I only said that because she pointed her finger. Yeah, that's what I thought she said it was. that's why I thought.
Yeah.
How did you forget to say his name? To spell his name? There is an E between the N and the Y, Sophie. Get it right.
Which N and Y?
Oh, the second one.
Because there's one N, but there's two Y's.
The second one. Okay.
Lenny.
Okay. I'll fuck you, Sophie. Anyway, when you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Let's go! Oh! This is cool.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Yeah, Linny entered the tunnel, yeah.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he
Okay,
opened
she's
the box
saying...
and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
Okay, so she's saying when the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box, got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused a loud thud.
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
He's saying that... she's saying, sorry, that he did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Which doesn't make sense, because if he heard it and then everyone else is saying that they heard a thud, then he'll be like, oh shit, they heard that, I need to go along with it, you know?
But I don't think you can point that out, can you?
Before making her change
Yeah.
clothes to prevent others
Yeah, she
from
is bad at law.
Yep. Now she's saying...
I have a theory. She is not the god of justice and like law and all that. No, she's the god of punishment and just like vengeance. I don't even know. It's not even vengeance because it's not even right.
I mean,
like targeted.
Technically, she's not the god of justice. She's the Hydro Archon, which, you know, she's the god of water. It's the nation of justice.
Why did she call herself the god of justice?
Because she's the god in the nation of justice, duh.
Still, she's not very good at it, is she?
I'm just saying technically. Anyway,
Technically.
like, okay, Sophie said, like, how did all this happen within the space of time after the bang happened? There wasn't enough time. Yeah, okay, right, anyway, now she said,
They didn't find her stashed away anywhere.
yeah, she said, finally he used the vase to knock her out before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
This time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise.
Okay, now,
And caught Linny red-handed.
now she's saying that, at this time, Cal arrived in the tunnel, having heard the strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. Which doesn't make sense, because there's no other entrance to the tunnel apart from the vent and the 2 boxes. That's the only way to get into the tunnel. Wait, so how did Cal get into the tunnel? I don't get how everyone got in and out the tunnel any other way. I'm so confused.
Wait, doesn't the back of the box have an opening? Like, usually those types of boxes, there's an opening at the back.
What do you mean, at the back of the box? What does that have to do with the tunnel?
It's kind of like a... So it's like a walkway, so you don't see people go in from the back of the box.
Oh, like,
they
the
still
one,
get in from the
are you
back
talking
of
about the one on stage?
Yeah, the one on
Lynette was hiding
stage.
in the back of the box. That's what Lynette was, in Linny's clothes.
But wasn't Cal supposed to be helping her
He...
in the back of the box or something?
No. I'm also pretty sure that it was Cal who was on stage, like, like, you know, being like, oh, why are you, why are you making so much noise? You know, like, when he was...
Oh, yeah, because he closed the door
Yeah.
on him.
So, now I'm
On
like, how did he get in the box when he was the one who wasn't in the box?
Wasn't it the box that crushed him because he was too close to it or something? That's what I remember seeing, not that he was in the box and got crushed.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
If anything, Lynette should have been crushed inside the box.
Oh shit, where was Lynette? Oh no! No.
I'm just, like, raising more questions
No. Lynette, so the bottom box, that was rising, right? Lynette did the final, open the door and go back in, and then she dropped down underneath. They explained that, I remember that. Sophie saying, no, he was in it, right? ... I don't know, because there was a help on stage, but then he disappeared.
Yeah, because I remember... Hold on, because I remember the scene. Lynette pops out dressed as Linny.
Yeah, and then she goes...
balloons or stars or decorations inside the box.
Yeah,
And then
she
all of a
drops
sudden,
down.
like, oh, wasn't supposed to do that. And
Yeah, and then she
then Cal closes the door.
and then she drops down, the box lifts up. I know she's in the tunnel, the box is up there, and then the thing falls. No,
but also,
Linny...
the box that goes up is supposed to have the girl in it.
Yeah, and then, so the box goes up, Linny is now on the other side, he opens the door and he's like, ta-da, and then suddenly there's everything falling.
Yeah, so the assistant Cal didn't get a chance to open the door, and he was probably stood getting ready to open the door.
Yeah, and then...
that's when it fell.
That's when you got...
crushed
Okay.
by that and the tank thing from above. So yeah, he wasn't in the box, he was right in front of it and got crushed by it.
Yes.
And, well, supposedly got crushed by it and the water tank.
Yes.
Because the water tank fell forwards, remember?
Yes.
And then afterwards it was moved to get Cal's body out from under it.
Yes.
There we go, I worked it out.
Yeah, I think that is what happened. So then even Furina's wrong with this, the fact that he was in the tunnel.
Exactly. That's definitely something you're gonna have to point out.
Yeah. But we don't have that as evidence, we just have that he was dead.
That he was dead.
Okay,
Yeah,
right, anyway,
that's
next
it.
one.
Proceeded to knock him out before stuck stuffing him into that
So
box.
now she's saying Linny proceeded to knock him out before stuffing him into the box.
Excellent. Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands before operating the devices such that Cal's death would be ruled an accident.
Okay, now she's saying that Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stand before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. That doesn't make sense.
No, that doesn't. That she's trying to tie it up all neat in a little bow, but the bow is very much not neat. It's very uneven.
Because
and
someone
knotted.
would have seen someone carrying out an unconscious lady.
Yeah, I think that would be very easily spotted.
Because everyone was literally watching him. They were watching that box. But
yes, and also there's people sat slightly behind.
yeah,
the
there were
box,
people
so
behind it.
even, like, through the back. So
That can't have happened.
that wouldn't work.
That. Okay.
Literally impossible.
That literally could have happened.
There you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
That ending one could. Right, everything else, possibly possible.
Yeah, especially like the beginning few, like the first like 3.
Yeah,
possible.
could have happened.
The last 2, no.
No, impossible.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Also,
right.
Linny compared to Cal, like the size difference and everything,
Linny-
like no, that is not. Linny is a little twink. He's not gonna be able to do that. Like even with some magic, I doubt that would be possible to just like full on knock him out in a few seconds and shove him in the box. Like.
Okay, and now she said, and there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any
No, it's
objection
not.
to
Clearly it's
Farina's
not.
description
And
of
now
the events?
Neverlet's asking if the defendant side has any objections to that. Yes, we fucking do.
Yes, everything.
That ending panel can't have happened because he's saying that he passed.
It's literally impossible.
He's saying that he passed a girl to the assistant through the magic box, but someone would have seen them exit the box, even if there was a back panel.
Yeah, even if there was a back panel, you wouldn't be able to. Anyway, let's get this done. We need to know the actual story now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to fabricate it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now we're thinking the key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Lenny experienced and what he saw.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Lenny's actions in the tunnel.
yeah,
That should be like the first thing you deal with.
yeah, that is the first thing we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Right, I just need to go toilet real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yep, time to Find the loopholes.
Prove Lenny's innocence.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking the blue lines are pretty much the loopholes.
Yeah, probably. Although the last one should all be blue.
It's like hello. Anyway, so Lenny attacked Halsey. The loud sound was from Lenny and Halsey's fight, but Lenny claimed that he heard nothing in order to cover the truth up. Identify loopholes. So it's probably Lenny's statement.
Wait, shouldn't you start with the first box, not the second box?
There's no...
The top one is the first one.
Right,
isn't it?
yeah, but that's literally him entering the tunnel as the countdown began.
True.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's no loopholes in that. That is what he did.
Hold on.
What?
My brain...
Right, it's
My
literally
brain
saying
is
Lenny entered the tunnel. Lenny entered the tunnel as the countdown began. That is literally what happened. He did enter the tunnel as soon as the countdown began. So we're starting from the second one, which clearly has a lot of holes in it.
Issues.
Yeah. Well, I guess from our side, it has holes in it, but not from Bruno's side, because theoretically this could have happened.
Theoretically, it could have happened.
I think
they should really try to take into account the size, weight, and like height and everything of the woman that this little twink is apparently trying to kidnap. Because like,
but would Lenny's statement be enough to the fact that he wasn't there?
What other stuff have you got there?
So we have. Oh my god! Hello. Jesus Christ! He scared me. What?
Very tired.
I assume so. It's 11.
I've walked a long way.
Where have you walked from? You know, just my brother casually scaring the shit out of me.
Normal sibling situation, yeah.
No, I look over and he's just there in the door.
Okay, that's pretty scary. Just popping up randomly.
Anyway,
Yes, so what other stuff have you got?
So we have Lenny's...
So,
we have Lenny's statement, which is... Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Oratrice core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear the thud. Then we have entrances and exits to the Opera House. No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. But I don't think that has anything to do with this part.
Okay, personally, I think that would have to do with the end bit.
Probably. We have more. We have more.
The like identity thing.
Yeah, we have more. We have more to go through. The voice in the Oratrice core chamber. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses the Oratrice core within the Opera House's underground structures. We have the young lady's clothes. The clothes belonging to Halsey. The lady who went missing were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Lenny must have been very confused when he saw them. The strange sounds during the music show, during the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. I think we have to refute with Lenny's statement. That's the only one that currently makes sense for this one.
That seems... Yeah.
Okay, Lenny's statement review.
According to Lenny, he left
successfully refuted.
After entering the tunnel.
According to...
Couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Colin, okay. I couldn't read that. Okay. So we got that one right. So that's good.
Hey.
Now we're on to Lenny kidnapped Halsey. Lenny knocked Halsey out using the vase and removed her clothes to prevent her from being identified. However, was Lenny really in the tunnel at the time?
Okay, so
I
that one, I have a feeling that will have to do with the voices.
yes, the voice in the oratory's card chamber, because that's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah.
Or it could have been the young lady's clothes. No, it has to be the voices.
No.
Yes,
Has
it
to
was.
be the
Into the
voices.
room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Okay, that was right. Linny knocked Cowell out. Cowell walked in on Linny, so the latter knocked him out with the vase, leading to the victim's death.
Will be the dress, the clothes.
Yes, the existing evidence indicates that when Linny returned to the tunnel, the crime had already taken place, and all Linny saw was ... the young lady's clothes.
The lady's clothes.
Yes.
Did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Yeah, and that's it. That's
Is that it? We don't get to change the last little bit?
the thing that the last little bit said was just that it was the stage was an accident. It didn't say anything about being taken out the back of the thing, so we didn't have anything to refute. Okay, Pieman.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel.
Yes, Pieman saying that he did go into the tunnel.
But he immediately used a vent
Now she's talking. She's talking about how he used the vent
the underground core of the
to go to the
Oratrice's
Oratrice.
Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately.
He's saying that once he reached the area, he heard a voice, and so he returned. Like, he felt something amiss, so he returned immediately.
The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again. And in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time.
No, she's...
Also the fact he's covering, like, if this is all an elaborate scheme and everything, surely Fiorina will realize, why is he covering up one scheme with another scheme?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense if he actually did commit the crime. Why throw himself under the bus for something else?
Anyway, now she's saying the crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel, and in order to complete the magic trick, he didn't remain there for any length of time. He couldn't really think about it, you know?
Finally, he reached the surface.
And now she's saying he reached the surface, and then that's when the accident happened, and therefore he's innocent and couldn't have done it.
Yeah, a couple of seconds ago when I said logically speaking, she should think, okay, well, why is he refusing one crime with another crime, so to speak, or like dodgy business? But then I remembered it's Fiorina and she seems to only want to punish people and not actually get justice, so never mind, she's not actually going to think that.
I like the little comic pictures, they were cute.
They were pretty cute, yeah.
Oh, Paimon.
Wasn't it awesome?
You are awesome, Paimon.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
He did know nothing of the incident.
That's right.
Yes, I believe your... I believe that your reasoning is flawed. Okay, so we have two things that we can say. The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. And then, however, you say that Cowell bumped into Linny by chance. I think the top one.
Oh, okay, hold on. The on-stage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. Or, however, say that Cal bumped into Linny by chance. Yeah, I think the top one.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant
I don't think it mattered. Because Simon's saying, if that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? That is a flawed reasoning. I didn't think of that. Because she's saying that by chance Cowell heard the altercation, went in, and Linny was surprised and so, like, you know, knocked him out and put him into the box and therefore was then killed. But if he wasn't in the box, which he shouldn't have been according to Furina's own reasoning, because it was just by chance, then why?
Because logically speaking, like, obviously the equipment was all like premeditated.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
it was premeditated. So someone was someone planned for someone to die in that box.
Yes, but then Cal was just by chance in it.
According to her reasoning.
Happened to hear a noise and.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier. She tried to tie it up in a cute little bow and it did not work.
Yeah, that was like according to her reasoning. It doesn't make sense. I actually didn't think of that. That's actually really smart. I didn't think of that. I didn't.
Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Okay, Paimon's saying, assuming what Furina says is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
And now the audience is like, they have a point. That is true. And this is literally going by Furina's own logic.
Yep.
That's right, you tell them! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around. Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Linny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Oh.
What?
So she was like, oh, if you're she's reinstating that if Linny was in the box, he should have heard the sound, and now she's saying, are you saying that he wasn't, like, anywhere in the vicinity? Her claim has also become a critical clue. Okay, evidence. Oh. Ooh. Irrelevant. Wait. Oh no. It's all irrelevant apparently. Ooh. All this is irrelevant. Oh. Okay. The only thing that's relevant is this apparently. Okay. Was the evidence that Linny wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place? It would be the strange sound?
Probably, yeah.
So, it's saying a lot that apparently there's something that we haven't investigated yet. Did I miss something? I can't have, right? You wouldn't have let me move on. So it's saying that everything else is irrelevant, apart from information about the missing lady's identity, the strange sound during the magic show, and the entrances and exits to the opera house.
I think...
It has to be the strange sound, because...
Well, what does the strange sound thing say
It's just
again?
talking about the audible thump that the audience members heard. So I think that's pretty much what it's saying was, by Fiona's logic, the fact that he supposedly didn't hear the sound, which is what made her
accuse him.
Well, it wasn't that wasn't why
Well,
but like was the thing that she started with.
Yeah,
the fact that
she started with. Yeah.
He didn't hear the sound, so couldn't have been in the box or the tunnel. But then by her own reasoning, he had to have been in the tunnel and so should have known about the sound, right?
Yeah.
And because she said that. Because then she was like, he pretended not to hear the sound, but that doesn't make sense because that would have implicated him further.
Exactly. Please, Paimon, you have to talk about that.
That's right. Linny wasn't in the box.
She's talking about how Linny wasn't in the box or the tunnel. and that's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
This means that when the crime happened, Linny had already entered the
She's
basement
talking about how
the vent.
this means that when the crime happened, Linny had already entered the basement via the vent. Which is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof.
I love
How
Python.
do you like that?
She's saying that the same clue that Fiona used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof for his alibi. Which is true.
Well played. To think you'd use such logic.
Oh, Fiona's annoyed.
Understandable. Her entire
Well then,
justice
if it
system
wasn't
is
Linny
going
who
down the
committed
drain right
crime,
now.
Then who wasn't?
Yeah, now she's...
I just realized it's kind of funny because it's a water-based city.
now she's asking if it wasn't Linny who did it. The murderer was ... Select the gear icons in the interface to check the corresponding case questions, okay? Select answers and fill all the empty gears to verify the correctness of your deduction. If you have made mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining options. Once you have answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this logic chain. Oh god. Guard's investigation report. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell in the box below. That just said that Cowell was in the box.
Still doesn't make sense. Why would he be in the box?
Was it not Cowell that was on stage? I swear it was Cowell that was on stage.
Where was Cowell on stage? Because it was the same mask.
Yeah, no, there were other people who had the same masks. It might not have been Cowell on stage, but then where did the person on stage go? Cowell might have actually been in the box.
Damn it.
We literally spent 5 minutes trying to debate if he was in the box earlier. We were like, oh no, he wasn't. But now, Genshin's telling us he was in the box.
Yeah, because earlier I didn't know that there was more than one person wearing the same mask. Clearly I wasn't paying enough attention.
Guard's investigation report. If Linny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. That is true. It has to have been someone who was in the troupe. I still think it was Cowell.
Well, yes and no.
No, because it was the
I mean,
troupe.
yeah, Cowell definitely makes the most sense.
It was the troupe members who set up the performance.
Yeah.
So it has to have been someone in the troupe.
And it also mentioned Cal being a new member thing, like a new.
I thought
new
when I was throwing suspicion onto Cal yesterday, that's what I talked about.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what was even said. Majority of what was said, I am tired.
The magic trick. Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. By using a box inside the box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of on-stage interactions. Okay, so it hasn't specified the assistant who is on stage as Cowell, so it can't be Cowell. It would have said Cowell if he was the assistant on stage.
So
I don't know why we didn't pick up that earlier.
Yeah.
Because it was said earlier. The unclothed lady's clothes are clothes belonging to Halsey. The lady who went missing were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Oh gosh, select any clue to view detailed information. Oh.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Okay, yeah.
Halsey is the
True,
missing
yes.
person and an ordinary audience
Halsey is a missing person and an ordinary audience
member.
member.
Her own scheme all along.
Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Could there have been a third person involved?
I don't think it was
Is
Halsey.
that really a possibility?
No, I don't think it was Halsey.
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? It's either the third person being involved are Cowl.
Name is Cowl, Linny's assistant.
Yeah.
He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
My gut is going towards Cowl.
Yeah, because see, it could have been a situation, like, even if he did actually die, it could have been a situation where him and, like, he was kind of like the inside man for the job.
Yeah, I think
And
I
it
also
just
brought.
kind of mishap.
I think I also brought this up yesterday that I thought that he was like the inside man from another organization. I just came back banging. Okay, it stopped. He was from like an organization and was sent to infiltrate Lenny's troop to pull this off. And I think the organization is the one who's behind the disappearances. That's what I think.
Cowl's definitely.
My gut is going towards Cowl.
Mine is also going towards Cowl, but then again, I don't know. Maybe it's just the name.
The
name sounds weird to
really?
me. Yeah.
Okay, it's either Cowl or a third person. I'm going with Cowl for the first thing.
Cowl.
Select clue.
Yeah.
I got it correct! Hypothesis correct!
Fuck yeah.
Yes!
That can't
What?
be right. Are you serious?
Paimon's saying it can't be right. Are you serious?
The killer was in
Because Paimon thinks Cowl is dead.
Oh yeah. Killer wasn't for that Killer, but deceased. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
You wanna hear my
What I
reasoning?
must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did.
Yes, let's
and how he
go.
went from would-be
All the
perpetrator
reasoning.
to victim.
What I must do
Have to read.
next is recreate the truth, what Cole did and how he went from would-be perpetrator to the victim. Oh! Maybe... Okay.
Do we get to do more investigating and actually get to, like, have a look at other things now?
I don't know. Okay. Oh god. You put clues together? Fuck. What do we have? We have
Entered or
the
left
entrances and
opera house through its
exits.
entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
It would make sense.
That,
Cal would have his own ID, but also he wouldn't exactly need it per se.
no, because he was part of the troop, and so even if he was there, he
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to leave.
Mm.
The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's
But
assistant.
yeah, the
Wait,
entrances
wait,
and
wait,
exits-
wait, wait,
Able to
wait.
tamper
I
with the
think
equipment.
no. Wait. Okay, right. I thought I had it, but then I remembered another piece of evidence. But what I thought was you know when Linny heard the voice, and it was like
Yeah.
he recognized him. I think that may have been the perpetrator.
Yeah.
But then I remembered that.
is
But then I remembered that no one was found in the basement.
yeah.
So I don't
So
know.
if you want to include that one specific thing, you'd have to leave out a vital part of info,
Yeah.
and you'd end up with Farina bringing it up like, "Hey, what about this?"
Yeah. Then we
Halsey's
have
clothing
the
was in tunnel,
clothes.
So there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Okay.
The
Clothes
sound we
have,
heard
like, no
may have
info
come from
on.
a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Okay, then we have
Linny was
Linny.
not in the
Linny
tunnel
wasn't
at
in the
that
tunnel.
moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Okay, which gave the criminal a
It would have been
time.
tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Oh yeah, it would have been tough for both people to fit in the vent, and they would have bumped into Linny. Okay, I think...
Oh wait, okay. So Linny not being in the tunnel, that would have given the criminal ample time, but also the troop would have known the schedule.
Right. So,
So
do I
that's
select
definitely one of
at that moment.
select Linny's statement as a clue?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Linny's statement being a clue is a good idea.
I think...
The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's
I
assistant.
think
He would have been able to tamper with
the deceased
equipment.
identity is also another clue.
Yeah.
And then
No one entered or
I
left
think
the
it's
opera house through its
the
entrances.
entrances and exits
So where would the criminal?
of the opera house and the
Halsey's
dress.
clothing was in the tunnel. So there
What are
must
the other two? The noise and
the
the
sound we
Is
heard may
the
have come-
noise
It
and
would
the
have been
tunnel
tough
vent?
for both people to fit into that vent.
tunnel vent. That is definitely another clue.
Is that okay?
Tunnel vent is definitely another clue because then it proves that they would have bumped into Linny, who like that's
Okay,
the
and then
Nobody
previous clue.
entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
And then probably the exit.
Yeah.
But then
But I'll do
hold on,
this.
let's go over the clues real quick,
Alright.
like in the order that we've got.
So currently we have the deceased identity, we have Linny's statement, and we have the vent.
Okay. So does this actually answer anything?
Wait,
Or
so
does it just
the,
create more questions?
the question that we're trying to answer is, where did the missing Halsey go?
Where did the missing Halsey go? So, I don't think that this actually answers it. None of these in any combination would answer that.
Yeah, I don't think we're quite right. I don't think this is right.
The deceased's name is
I definitely feel like Linny's statement mixed with the vent evidence, like
Hmm.
the two culprits trying to exit
But
through the
I
vent.
don't think we can
That's-
take away.
Those two
His name
definitely
is
go
Cal.
together.
Oh, we can't cancel a trace. Okay, right. I'll take them
Linny
off
was
for
not
now.
in the tunnel.
So you think these two are right?
Yes, I feel like Linny's statements about being in the vent, so that gives
Oh, it
like
might.
ample time.
Halsey's clothing was in the
It
tunnel.
might be the dress and the entrances and exits.
Maybe. Yeah, because then the dress is like, oh yeah, she like changed. She had to be like changed outfits,
Yeah.
and that way
But no, but they looked at
the culprit would have also had an outfit planned,
maybe. Right, I'll do that for now.
so they could possibly
No
have an
one
ID
entered
ready
or
for her.
left the opera
Maybe. Right, I'll do this for now. Oh wait, I've accidentally
Linny
switched
was
one.
not in the tunnel at that.
I'll do this for now and it's incorrect. Okay. It's not right. Oh, it took away the dress.
Okay, took away the dress.
Okay, the
So
dress.
the dress is not the answer.
No.
However, the vent and okay, so the original thing that we were going to
Linny
go
was
for
not in
seems
the
like it's going to
tunnel
be
at
the
that
answer.
Yeah.
Linny,
Oh wait, the dress
in
disappeared.
the-
Oh, what the? Oh gosh.
It would have been tough for both.
The dress
people
just
to
appeared. Why did the dress appear? Why is it?
Why did the
Why is
dress
it?
appear?
Why is everything moving?
The deceased's name is.
Right, I'll go with what
I
we.
feel like the dress is
No one
important as
entered
well as
or
the
left
door,
the-
like the
Right,
doors,
I'll-
the dress, Linny, and
Oh,
the vent.
oh, it's telling what's right. It's saying.
Okay, so the vent's not right.
Oh, we only have two options.
Okay, so now
Halsey's
it's
clothing
only
was
the
in the-
sound and the dress.
The
Sound.
we heard may have come.
No, no. Wait, what?
The sound we heard may have come from a
Sound
clash
and the
between
dress.
missing.
No?
No, I already put that.
It would have been tough for both.
Then
Okay, the sound is correct,
Halsey's clothing
sound
was
is
in the
correct. But then
but I
the vent?
not the dress. Oh
The
god.
only other option is the dress.
The criminal must have understood the methods behind Linny's magic trick and must have been in a position to easily modify the equipment. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could have likely been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Linny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. Would it? I don't. Why are they people? Why is Genshin saying that that could have happened? Because everyone was pretty much looking there. No! Everyone was looking at the box on the stage. Because that's where the interaction was happening. Like, Linny's voice coming from the I guess, phonograph, and the assistant on stage interacting.
Yeah.
So everyone was looking at the stage, not minding the stairs or, like, the ways to get in and out.
Yeah.
But again, no one left.
At least no one left without ID.
No,
But
no,
actually,
during
because even ID, that was only after.
yeah, during the performance, no one left. We know that because we were told by the Melusine.
Yeah.
But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would have been discovered. What I was saying! Okay.
Wait, so she's still in the box?
No, she can't be. Her body wasn't found.
From the way that this is all being described, she's hidden somewhere. She's hidden somewhere in the building. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
It's either the dress links to her having changed outfits and... Wait, has everyone left already? Like, have the people that are sat there...
Wait, was I supposed to get wrong? Because
Or...
story's happening.
For it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track?
What? Consider a different track? Okay.
Just like the trick as it transpired,
No,
the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
Lenny's saying, just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Lynette's saying, if only we knew how Halsey disappeared. Hyman saying that the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely.
It's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know,
literally, the game is literally implying that she is still hidden there.
Wait, and it's not like this magic trick.
Wait, magic.
Paimon's saying, it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette. Escaping from the water tank. The water?
Okay, so it's either it's specifically the water tank or...
The water.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponent.
True, because the vase fell over and...
Impatient? There is no greater sin
the vase fell over.
Than an
there was
delay in the
maybe it wasn't an actual disappearance. Maybe it was just a huge accident that happened. You know, because the prophecy is like, oh yeah, you're going to like disappear, become one with the sea or something again.
Hold on a second.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Yeah. Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Final thing, the vase. It has to be the vase. What's the vase say?
The vase. It has to be the vase.
It was used to cover important evidence.
The vase was not broken. Wait, the vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence, the water. So the water wasn't in the vase.
Because there were no flowers around it. Why would there be water in a vase with no flowers?
Okay, that's correct. Oh my god. Okay, so we were supposed to get it wrong. We were supposed to get the last piece of evidence wrong.
Technically speaking, we got it right. The clue of the dress was very much right next to the clue of the vase.
Oh yeah, Lynette. Yeah, because in the water tank, Lynette left clothes behind.
Yeah.
If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
We're so smart, we eventually figured it out.
Genshin pretty much told us.
How preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person
Yeah, because I even brought up the fact when Linny disappeared, not Linny, Lynette, like, disappeared in the water tank. I was like, please tell me she shows up with, like, a fresh set of clothes.
I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with
Okay,
all sorts of
we're gonna
harebrained
look at
schemes when at the end of their
Cal's
rope.
belongings.
The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden
But
the scope of our
Fiorina's saying
investigation is nothing but a tactic for
Fiorena's saying that we're just
solving
trying to stall the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a
And she's
reasonable
trying to stall
request
us.
on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be an impasse, I
Neverlet.
believe that additional evidence may help us
Neverlet
make
is saying,
progress.
yes, let's do that. Let's look at additional evidence, because it may help us progress.
Guards, please step
Neverlet's
into the lounge
great.
and examine the
He's so
personal
pretty
effects
as
of
well,
the
oh my gosh,
deceased.
look at him.
I'm sorry, that
Um,
angle just then. Like he's like,
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress.
Okay,
that we
so they're
feel
still
must be shared with
examining,
everyone post-haste.
but they've made critical progress that they're saying must be shared post-haste.
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cal's baggage.
There's
each
several
labeled separately.
test tubes of fluid within his baggage, each labeled separately.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are
A notebook in his
from the
backpack
primordial sea.
claims that the fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea.
The note's
Interesting.
contents also indicate
I don't know what that
Cal belonged
means.
to an organization that sells
Oh.
illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Note's contents indicate that Cal
Yeah.
belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an
the
accomplice.
water. Okay. I don't think that's what it is. I think it has something to do with the prophecy, because storytelling-wise, you mention something, you show something. It's like in a story, if you mention like something specific, usually later on in the story that comes to pass. Like that has to take place somehow
Chekhov's gun.
in the plot. Otherwise, why the fuck did you show it? Yes, that.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids.
So
in
we
which
saw
the
the trick
keyword
with
dissolve appears
Lynette
many
in the water
times.
tank, and now it's coming to
Yeah.
pass. Like, oh yeah, that's how the disappearance happened.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids in which the keyword dissolve appears many times.
One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty.
One of these tubes was labelled Opera Epiclese along with yesterday's date, and it is empty. That's how the other disappearances happened! I'm pretty sure they might be labelled with, locations.
Locations, yeah.
The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
The notes state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine, and that it's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. But then what about the other disappearances? Is this not actually linked?
Similar situation.
Different people testing them?
Yeah, because it seemed, well, whoever it was, it's something to do with drugs, apparently.
Yes,
drug
yeah.
affiliation.
Drug
And
organization.
so it's probably
I
been
knew-
tested on a bunch of different
It's
people.
another organization outside! I knew it! I got it right! I said that yesterday!
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
They believe that our hypothesis is in fact supported by sufficient evidence. Let's go!
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Now the audience is
Could something so
surprised
ridiculous actually be true?
about people being dissolved into water.
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain...
They're talking about the prophecy.
It's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
People can become water. Does that mean that the water tank's
Obviously.
real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl,
Wait. Navi is saying, if people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cal was targeting that girl, does that... I have an idea. So the altercation happened, but the altercation wasn't supposed to happen, and she got turned into water prematurely. But she was
Yeah.
supposed to be turned into water right as it dropped, and there would have been nobody, and she would have just disappeared. However, he was for some reason in the box, and he died.
Yes, because he got crushed and the water didn't actually splash onto him.
Yes. No. The water was used to hide the water stains from when the girl would have dissolved, because he would have put the water, this dissolving water on her. But why was he in the box then?
Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait!
I don't know, maybe he was about to come out of there.
Let's go.
Okay, she's probably going to go check the water in the tunnel. I think that's what Navi is going to do. Oh.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues.
Just smell for you, Pops.
Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Okay, now Lenny is saying that if we uphold this hypothesis, he believes that many of the case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together, which I also think is the case. Because there's a lot of like random clues, but if you put together the fact that there's no water that can dissolve people, it makes sense, you know?
Suddenly it all makes sense now.
Oh, the metal hook as well. I'm not gonna lie, still don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it's gonna explain to us. I don't think I'm smart enough for that one. Fuck, this means Paimon's smarter than me. Don't know how I feel about that.
How old is Paimon even supposed to be?
Hmm?
How old is Paimon supposed to be?
I don't know. Let's think about this. Carl's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea. Water from the primordial sea. The liquid the guards found in Carl's luggage seems to have the ability to dissolve Fontainians into water. Okay, so we have the rope, the deceased, the hook, the water, I think that's exits. Oh,
box on stage the entire time.
On stage magic box structure. The net was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
Audience side magic box structure. I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. Oh god. I don't... There was the balloons and stuff, right?
Yeah.
He didn't actually. Oh no.
In one of the boxes, but in one of the boxes there were balloons, but not in both.
No, there wasn't both. But the balloons on the audience side were in the inside box. I don't know. I'm still smart enough for this one. So
hold on, what are we doing? Sorry, I'm like.
We're saying who is the We're saying who is the prime suspect currently? Which I'm pretty sure it's Cole, right?
Yeah.
So
Cole is prime suspect.
Cole has to be a clue.
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant
Yeah.
for another magic trick.
And then the water.
We have the dropped hook rope. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism. Wait.
Possible, yeah.
Wait. No. No. Okay, no.
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water.
Water's
and
definitely
not the
one.
tank.
Special rope. The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box.
Water from the primordial sea. The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. Okay.
I remember
Both of the
there was
water
something
things,
else within the
those are
inner layer of
important.
that box.
Okay, I think it's the audience side, and then I think it's
Now it seems
the
like
the hook rope.
was not meant for another magic.
I think that's it. No, okay. That's not right. My bad. But
Right.
this is right apparently. This is right. The deceased one.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
Okay.
rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus
The
here
rope
is
is
on the
definitely
water
one.
and
Okay. I think it's that, the
from the
water,
primordial sea.
and then the
Lynette was in
on
the magic box
stage.
on stage the entire time.
No, I really think it's to do with the audience side magic box. Right? No, okay. No, actually,
because
okay, it's not the
everything's
rope.
kind of happening backstage.
Lynette
Okay.
was in the magic
So it's
box
not the
on
Not the
hook
stage
rope.
rope,
the
then
entire
it has to
time.
be the hook.
No,
Or is it
I already did that one. I already did.
stage?
I did these two and that one, and it said it was wrong.
So it's
don't-
both stage boxes.
So it's no, it's not.
Oh wait, then it's not?
Now
This-
it seems like the hook.
I swear if that's. I did that earlier. I literally did those exact ones earlier.
What is it that you did earlier?
I said the deceased, the hook rope, the water, and the audience side box. I said that earlier, and it said the hook rope, the box, and the water was wrong.
Yeah, I think it was just the order that you put it in.
Really? There's a specific order?
I mean, that's what it seems like, because previously the water was next to the deceased, the hook was
Oh.
where the files are, and the
I
files are
don't-
where you...
I don't get that part, okay? I just put stuff that I think are connected. I just put the stuff that I think are connected to each other. I didn't know I had to put it in a specific order.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
I love Paimon.
The original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target.
Okay, so she's saying, in the original plan, Cal would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target. So if we say you gotta go by the question at the top. But that's what I did! I was like, who's the main suspect? And I was like, yeah, it's Cowl. And then I put the stuff, oh my, it might be Cowl. I didn't know there was a specific order right to put them in. But anyway.
When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract
I mean, I don't know for
gradually
a fact
and
that
pierce
there
the
is a
balloon
specific
at the
order,
top
I
of the
just
box.
assume there is, because you put all those exact same things, but only one of them was in, like, a correct slot, so to speak.
Maybe. Paimon's saying, when the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal... Different question to each point. Wait, what? There's a Oh, I didn't see that the question changed. That makes sense now, actually.
Okay, it's like, oh, okay, I was right, there's a specific order.
Anyway,
I
no.
didn't notice the question changed, though.
I didn't notice the question changed.
Neither of us noticed that.
So 4 points for different questions. I didn't notice the question changed. That's so funny.
Wait, then why did we got so lucky on our first try of that though? Then because we just happened to get it in the correct order the first time for the first.
No, the first
thing.
time it gave us 3, and we only had to find 1.
Oh yeah.
Paimon says, when the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. That's what I was thinking. The balloons. Something was in the balloons because the balloons disappeared. Yes. Okay.
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey.
So yeah, the water from the primordial sea inside the balloon would pour down and dissolve Halsey.
Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel. With the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage.
So yeah, Cal would enter the tunnel, break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But then, why was he in the box? Oh! I just had a thought.
Oh.
Linny.
Yeah.
Linny was the reason why he was in the box.
Wait, what? Why? Why is Linny the reason he was in the box?
Because Linny was supposed to be in the other box, right? He must have heard Linny coming back through the vent and quickly hid in the box.
Oh, and freaked out. Yeah.
That has to be it. I don't think he knew about Linny and Lynette's plan.
You know, that probably makes sense. Like, why would you tell your entire crew you're planning to investigate some bullshit in a town?
Yeah. Okay, I think that's why he was in the box.
There we go, now we know.
But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
He's saying he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, which I just mentioned, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
That does make sense.
That actually links
Poor guy.
together a lot of the more
Poor
confusing
guy.
pieces
Shouldn't have
of
been trying to
evidence.
kidnap people though.
Yeah. The scales are tipping to our side.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now.
Furin is saying that we sound convincing, and now she's asking herself if she falsely accused an innocent person, and that it's humiliating.
Well, yeah, fucking serves you right, bitch. But also, at least now the truth's coming to light.
Yeah.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention
The
remaining
entire
is the
thing
exact
is
circumstances that led to Cal's
until
death.
proven guilty, but no guilty until proven guilty. Because he wasn't willing to the innocence happen.
Yeah, Linny's saying it seems the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death, which I think I've got. I think I've got that. Being the fact that he didn't expect Linny to come back through the vent, and so he hid in the box. But then he would have known that there was a high chance he would die, right?
I don't know, maybe he wasn't fully paying attention.
Maybe.
He just hid in the closest thing to him, because he was like, oh shit, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah. But even then, he would have known that Lynette would end up in the tunnel. Anyway, we'll learn. We'll see what the right answer is.
His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Wait, his notes mentioned that he had an accomplice that could be related. So maybe that has something to do with it?
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that
the guards have uncovered new evidence.
I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
We're gonna get told it.
Thank you, Your
Imagine
Honor.
it's Lynette.
We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this
Impossible
case.
to like imagine. It's the two sidekicks to the maid performer.
They're inspecting the luggage of other people involved in the case.
And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
Oh. They found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects. Why is this trial just going up and down?
It's very obvious that this entire thing has been set
Yeah.
on getting Linny in trouble.
I think that might have been put in Linny's stuff before the performance to frame him.
Correct. That's the only explanation.
What?
See, Linny's surprised as well.
Now I see Linny surprised.
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you.
Oh, obviously Furine is happy about this.
Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Oh wow, she's calling it a performance, not a trial.
She's always calling it performance.
I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're doing this again. Let's go, Alex.
Linny did
Very
not
dramatic
need to take part
is
in the
what she is.
dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent.
Okay, so she's saying that Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman, and that he did leave the scene via the vent.
Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea.
She's saying, having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea.
Upon his return, in cruel avarice,
Oh god. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Which doesn't make sense.
No, I'm sorry. Linny's a fucking twin. There's no chance.
Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon.
She's saying ultimately he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon.
Now, as much as
So she's saying that he was dead before he was in the box.
That the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
No, she's saying, now as much as I regret having to come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Matui is quite a cold-blooded and ruthless organization. That's what we have to work with.
Am I right, Mr. Linny?
No, you're not right. You're not right.
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no
I think
way
it's
for
very
us to make a
obvious that
rebuttal
she's
here.
not right.
Is
If I
this
were in
the
that
end of the
fucking
road?
jury audience situation, I would not believe a single word coming out of her mouth anymore.
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any—
Why is no one saying that he could have been framed?
Because it seems like in Fontaine, you're guilty until proven guilty.
He was clearly...
Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning.
Your reasoning isn't flawless. Jesus
I believe this is indeed the finale.
Oh, that was from the trailer. Sorry, I keep hearing lines from the trailer. I'm like, oh, it's from the trailer. No. No, it's not over.
Good, noble Chief Justice. Should we not, in your view,
Excuse me, everyone, but
Oh?
I must interject.
Navia's come to save the day.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, Would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors.
Okay, so she's saying that she'll show a trick that'll bring the disappeared young woman back before our very eyes. And she's saying to Linny to do the honors.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like
wait,
that are beyond my
he
scope
uses
as a
a
magician.
similar solution for his trick with Lynette.
Yeah, but why would he be surprised by it being in his belongings, though?
Probably because they mistook it for something else.
Oh, maybe.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic
His
is
is
all about
probably
misdirection, isn't it?
specified for
It
the
often
trick with
conceals the
Lynette,
truth while presenting a
whereas the
fascinating
other stuff
illusion.
is labeled via the drug deal shit. So,
Oh, maybe.
yeah.
But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Linny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I think after the trials ended, I'm gonna end stream because I'm tired. It's almost 12.
I'm falling asleep this entire time.
I can hear you falling asleep.
Yeah,
I think the trial is almost ended, so once it's ended, I'll end stream.
And
hold up, what did Sophie say?
The trick with Lynette is done with a projector. She's not actually in the tank, at least I think that's what they said.
Sorry for the interruption.
Is the missing girl?
Wait.
I missed
Isn't
it,
that
I didn't
Halsey?
see it.
So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Oh my god, she didn't disappear! She didn't dissolve! Because she's saying she's only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen her sentence.
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial.
She was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because she was afraid that she would be the one put on trial.
I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
She was feeling happy that no one noticed her, and then before she knew it, she was caught.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin?
So she caused
I'm
her own
sorry.
disappearance.
I'm the one who killed Cowell. I admit it.
Oh, she's saying that she was the one who killed Cowell. Maybe it was in self-defense?
I mean, actually, yeah, that probably.
Because we knew that.
Bomb on the head.
Because we know that Cowell was definitely planning to make her disappear.
Yeah, planning on it. Clearly it didn't work though.
What?
Wait, then where the fuck was she hiding when Linny came back into the thing?
I don't know. That's what we're learning. Wait. Oh, night, Sophie. You know when we looked in the boxes and they were like, the clothes are all messed up everywhere. She might have hidden there, and then when Linny left and went up the box, she went out through the vent.
True, that could have worked.
Because she could have hid in the vent.
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian.
Oh my god, she's not.
I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Her name isn't Halsey. Lillian, and she's originally from Mondstadt.
I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one.
Okay, so... Oh! Oh my god. The water only works on people from Fontaine. And she's from Mondstadt. She heard about Linny's show, but she missed the chance to buy a ticket, so she stole one. So she stole Halsey's ticket.
Okay.
And because the water only works on people from Fontaine, when it dropped on her, she must have been really surprised about the water.
Yeah.
You're like, why am I suddenly wet? And
all
then
of a sudden,
the
Cal comes
yeah,
down,
Carl
gets
opens the
boxed in
door,
head,
and she's still there, and he's probably also surprised, like, what the? And
then Lenny comes through, so everyone's like freaking the fuck out.
well, Linny doesn't come through yet. Linny doesn't see any of the altercation.
Yeah, he's only present for all.
You're really tired.
Yeah.
That's how I make a living. I steal stuff.
She said that that's how she makes a
Never been
living.
caught before.
That she steals stuff and she's never been caught.
But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny
that
was
is
the
a
one who caught me in the
sad
act.
lie.
Oh. Oh! Oh my god! You know at the beginning of the quest, when we were investigating, like, a woman who stole stuff? You probably don't remember. But it was her! Because she's saying, but I was noticed at the harbour a few days ago and I barely got away. Linny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief.
Oh my gosh.
You mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
I'm on.
She's saying that she thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose
She
her.
even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me.
Okay,
for
so
no reason,
she...
and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me.
She was playing along with the show while looking for an opening to flee, but then she got water poured on her for no reason. And then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab her. So yeah, she probably was really surprised that she suddenly had water on her.
I wasn't going to take that
how
lying down,
how
so
do
I
you
knocked him out
nab
and stuffed him into the
someone
box.
who's dissolved into water?
Hmm?
How do you nab someone that's dissolved
He
into
was
water?
probably just gonna get the clothes, right?
Probably, yeah, that probably makes sense, actually.
She's saying that she wasn't going to take that lying down, so she knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
There was nowhere to run from there, though.
So obviously
I had to
she
change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance
So
costumes.
she knocked him out, she didn't kill him.
yeah, because what killed him was the box falling, the water tank. She wouldn't have known about that.
No, she wouldn't, so it was literally just an accident.
Well, originally it wasn't supposed to be. She's saying there was nowhere to run from there though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Because when we looked in, we were like, oh, why is this all like messy and everything?
I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
She's saying that she slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in
Is there a practical hint? Yeah.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it.
Yeah, and she's saying that she didn't know the water tank would fall down, which is understandable, because
she wasn't in on the plan.
Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Yeah, she's saying had I known that, she wouldn't have put him in the box, and that she may be a thief, but she's no killer.
That makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning. Let's go.
We need to tell the entire story from
We need to tell the story from Lilianne's perspective. Let's go. You know, Kayla, if you're sleepy, you can go bed.
I need to finish watching some investigating.
Okay, so Linny entered the tunnel. He entered the tunnel and then he used the ventilation shaft to leave the tunnel and did not participate in the dissolving of the young woman. Yes. Halsey disappeared. Cowell planned to use the prepared apparatuses for the magic tricks to dissolve Halsey inside the magic box. As Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes, Fiona's conjecture no longer holds water. And how would Halsey have reacted when the water from the primordial sea suddenly began to trickle in? Okay, so that would be the clothes, right? Yeah, I think it's the clothes.
Yeah, the only thing mentioned was clothes, so...
Oh, no. No, it's not the clothes. Okay, then it's the vase. No? Oh! It's the thump. Maybe when she got water dripped on her, she exited the box. And that's what caused the thump?
Hold on, what are the clues?
Well, I tried the vase and the young lady's clothes. There's the thump, the random number selector, and the dropped rope, but the thump is the only thing left that has the blue words in it.
Yeah, probably the
strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's
Okay, so
it
was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened. The girl burst out in fear as the water from the primordial sea suddenly flooded in. Lillian mistakenly thought she was about to be arrested and so broke out of the box with immense strength, causing the loud sound. Infighting between Linny and Cowell. Linny wanted all the credit and glory and wanted to get rid of all of his partners. As Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes, Fiona's conjecture no longer holds water, but there is evidence proving that a fight did indeed break out in the tunnel. That would be the flower vase. The vase.
The vase. Yeah.
Yeah.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but it was smashed during
How did we not hear the vase be smashed?
I don't know.
I'm really tired, oh my god.
Yeah.
Lillian and Cowell's clash. Now it seems Linny and Cowell did not conspire to break the flower vase to cover anything up, but it was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell. Linny knocked Cowell out. Yeah. Linny knocked Cowell out, then using the method used to dissolve young girls, he got rid of Cowell and disguised it as an accident. As Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes, Furion's conjecture no longer holds water. After the fight, then what did Halsey do? She changed clothes.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
And it's Ace Detective time on
Wait, did nobody bother to check and investigate the costumes?
No, because
like work out what outfit was missing that they changed the girl into?
no, it seems not.
Like, surely that would have been something that at least someone would have thought of. You think, at least.
So having been selected out of the blue, Leanne panicked. Her panic. Her panic intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head, so she kicked the door open, producing the third wheel hood.
Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. Where did he leap into the tunnel from? I'm still confused about that.
I don't know.
Hang on. Oh! Oh, I know! I know!
What?
He must have been on the audience side.
Yes.
Because no one would have been in
the
that
other one
box. He could have slipped into the box without anyone noticing, jumped in, and then his plan was to jump out before Linny came back.
Yeah.
So then he must have known about Linny's plan.
Maybe.
Because he knew that Linny wasn't going to be in the tunnel.
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but
I
was
don't
a
know.
thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box.
The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on
The two broke the flower vase during the struggle. Lillian came out on top, knocking Carl out and putting him into the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended. We did it!
We did it.
Can the trial end? I'm really tired. And so is Kayla. Successful
yeah.
refutation. Refutation, that's a weird word.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
Oh my god, she's been trapped in the Opera House for 2 days? Is that how long it took us to investigate? God damn.
Wait, what?
Paimon said that Lillian knew that she would have to go through the guard inspection if she tried to leave afterwards, so she's been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by
Wait,
the
what the
time
fuck
we were
does she
chatting over
eat?
macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses.
Oh my god, she swiped the macarons from earlier? Oh my gosh.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
And now everyone in the audience is treating it as a performance. Like, it's not as if someone fucking died.
Whoops.
Now then, Lady Farina,
That's fun. It was
do you
the
wish to
villain of
speak
the
against
story
the
anyway.
defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Now she's being scolded.
Are you reading my mind now?
Good.
No. I
Serves her
have
right.
no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections,
be honest,
and
I've
as
had
the
my
Chief
eyes
Justice
closed
of
for the past, like,
Fontaine,
5
I shall
minutes
once
at
again
least.
repeat the full sequence of events.
Oh, we're getting another
The actual
sequence of
perpetrator
events.
the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Liliane. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box.
I love his voice.
And
It's
thus
so
became
good.
his own final victim. Liliane, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Woo, we proved his innocence! We proved their
While
innocence!
there is much in Linny and Liliane's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Whoa, this is cool. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared
Woo, we did
not
it!
guilty.
We did it!
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Oh yeah, the water was in Linny's baggage.
Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you.
Oh my gosh. The accomplice was part of the guard.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly!
Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Oh my god, I can't get over his voice, it's so good.
I'll tell you everything I know.
It's so good.
Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration.
Oh yeah, drugs.
We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
Oh my god. Oh my god, he turned into water. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Oh my god. If nothing is found in the sea, if happened, liquid left behind to divine dissolved. Oh my gosh.
So, we're just going back now?
The problems we do not need to hear anymore.
That's true, but...
What the?
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Oh.
Linny...
Oh.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't want to see anyone be completely cute. I don't care if I'm the Fatui, Lily. I'm not the traveler, but I am, but I'm not.
Straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time.
I know.
As for why I'm a Fatui,
I know.
it's because
It's
the
fine,
goals of
Linny.
the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering...
Then he's gonna tell us about his past.
Would you
Oh my
mind
gosh.
hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets.
Oh, Lynette.
To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there.
Wait, that's so
to
cute.
my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
Oh.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As
Oh,
if fate was on our
no.
side and we could say goodbye to those painful
Oh
days.
no.
But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks.
Oh,
He
Winnie.
would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
Oh.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me.
Oh no.
I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and
the
asked him about her
fuck?
whereabouts. The answer he gave me was,
No,
"She caught the eye of the
no,
most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift."
no.
I mean, you'll be able to
No
perform
way,
magic
no.
regardless
That.
of who your assistant is,
Oh,
yes?
that does not.
Oh no.
No.
So he was gonna...
Oh no.
But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Oh, that. Oh, oh, Winnie and Lynette just. Oh.
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided
That
the
makes me
guards, and
feel
made my way
blah,
out,
you know?
all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
Yeah, that does. I thought that did
All
sound
of
like
us
the
house members
prophecy.
here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine.
Oh.
We won't give up on defending our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, Everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
Why don't you trust? I trust you, Linny. I trust you. I'm being forced to say this.
It's alright. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
I want to spend more time with Linny and Linda. Understand. No, don't. No.
Bye, Linny.
I get that the travel has been like. But like. No, I'm not gonna leave yet because I might go into a cutscene and I don't know how long that cutscene will be. Are we still in Act 1? Shit, we are. There's 2 arcs for this, by the way. We're still in Act 1. That was so long. And we're still in it. It's currently, for me at least, it's 4 hours yesterday. And it's been about 2.5. So that's 6.5 hours it took me to do this quest. That's just mainly because Kayla and me it's mainly through the trial. The trial, I believe, was the longest part of that because me and Kayla were just talking about theories about what had happened. And honestly, right, we got pretty close. We didn't factor in the water because we didn't know about it, and then we didn't factor in someone not being from Fontaine because we didn't really think that was an option. But me saying yesterday, because I did say this yesterday, me going, I think it's Cowell, and that he's from an outside organization sent to infiltrate the troop, because the information we had at the time was that he was a new member. So I was like, oh, he's been sent to infiltrate. That was the first thing that came to mind. He's been sent to infiltrate, and I was right about that. And that he was the one who did it. But I didn't know exactly how everything went down. But for the most part, I did it right. I did it right. I got it right. I'm so happy about that. Okay. I'm tired, and I'm pretty sure Kayla's fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I can do a wish. I'm so sad. Actually, let me leave because I want to. I don't think I'm gonna stream for like at least Genshin for a couple of days because I'm gonna stream Honkai Star Rail because there's companion quests that I need to do. There's Kafka's, and who else? I guess Yukong, right? Yeah. There's stuff I need to do on Honkai Star Rail because I haven't been on it in a while. I also have a temple in the standard that I can do. Because I'm saving all my wishes for 5 stars on Hong, so yeah, anyway.
Too slow.
Let's leave the opera house so I can do stuff, get more primer gems,
Right as the trial ended.
and
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Upgrade characters.
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so too?
We just wanted help with the trial. We didn't really, you know.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Yeah, I was only trying to defend Linny.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah.
Oh, she looks so sad. I like the stars in her eyes, though.
Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that now.
I don't know what I'm gonna stream next, but Definitely not tomorrow. I have stuff that I need to do tomorrow.
And we were having
Namely,
so much fun investigating with you
I've been putting
too.
this off for days, but I need to get TikTok clips from
Was
previous
like having
streams,
blue waters flowing
specifically
into a
yesterday
stagnant
and
fire,
maybe the day
causing new
before,
hope to
because there was a
spring
few
forth,
good
and
ones
the reflection
in
in
this,
the
the one
mercy
I was
become
giving to
clearer.
the
Sorry about
Fontaine
that.
Archon Quest. Oh,
I'm a bit prone to
it's just me talking
nostalgia.
with Kayla and
Bear
Sophie.
with me.
And some from before I went on
Shall we have
holiday,
a
because
farewell
I
meal?
haven't done that one
You
yet.
know, to
But I'll
commemorate
see
our time as partners.
what clips I can get out.
Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Let's go have that meal
You don't
then.
have to twist Paimon's arm if Boss Navi is treating
I just want to get out of the opera house, so
Oh,
I mean it doesn't really
wonderful.
matter, but it's
In
fine.
that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll
I'll
make
do
it
that
just in
next time
for
I stream
dinner.
Genshin.
Alright then.
This is taking so long. Why is it taking so long? I swear it doesn't usually take fucking hours. Whoa. Offerings to the Fountain of Lucine. Oh, okay. Wait, is Act 1 done? Are we on Act 2? Yes, okay, we're on Act 2. Go to the workshop. Okay. Oh, why are you... Okay. Adventuring. Oh. I have adventuring. Rewards. So I'll get that. And then we can leave. Where is that? Oh. Oh! Oh! That's cool. I don't think I have enough though. I'm going with that. I can try and unlock that. I'm just like putting off ending the stream. It's kind of funny. I'm almost positive that Kayla's fell asleep. Wait. Create channel. A voice channel. Kayla. Private channel. Next. This one and... Okay. And... Where is it? Where is it? No, it's not that one. Okay. That role seems to have disappeared. It's fine. Create. And then I could drag her into sleep, Kayla, and then when she wakes up tomorrow, she's gonna see where I put her in. Because I'm pretty sure she fell asleep.
You think I've got a sharp tongue?
Yeah, we did. Okay.
I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Jeez, Pointer is so mean. Anyway, it's down here. Court of Fontaine. Going to the opposite side that she wants us to be on, but I don't want to trigger that yet, so. Yeah, I'm literally going to do this and I'm going to head to bed. Teleport. Hey, Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Claim. Claim. Okay. But we also have... I could do dailies, but I can't be bothered. I'm sorry, but I cannot be able to do dailies right now. I'll do them tomorrow. Ooh, we have Fontaine stuff. Okay. Tomorrow, when I'm not streaming, I might go through and get as many as I can, unlock this. We don't talk about we don't talk about this, but I might do that. I might honestly do some of the Sumeru World quests, unlock more Sumeru stuff. I need to do this one, which is the most annoying one ever. Is the most annoying one ever. It's so annoying. The thingamabob one. I don't know what. Oh, good, 4%. Let's go. It's the Aranara quest. That's the Aranara quest. It's so annoying. So long. Honestly, I'm making good prep. That's got 89%. Oh, wow. Didn't expect that. So that's 20%, 6%, 17%, 8%, 0%. Let's go. I haven't even got that one. This is so funny to me. This is my main account. They're all so high. I don't have 100% on all of them though. That's fine. Anyway. Defeat the Emperor of Fire and Iron. That is Linny's boss. That's this boss. Right, yeah. Oh, also off stream, I'll probably just do this, because Primogems! I'm gonna try and get as many as I can. Because I really want Linny in this account. And oh, let's see the history. The last one I got is Wanderer. And currently we are at I'm not guaranteed. I will have to try and win the 50-50. But so far I haven't lost the 50-50. But we are at, let's see, 12 times 5 is 60. We're at 64. So at some point I'm gonna try and get as much chests, because it's actually
rather pathetic to
with
force
the
a conversation.
place that I'm at now in the game, I haven't actually opened like a lot of chests. So just looking for chests and doing all that stuff, that'll be such an easy way to get as much Famo Gems as I can. Do a lot of world quests. I've unlocked story quests, so I'll probably do some of these. Linny's over here, but I want to do Linny on stream. Oh, Kayla woke up! I put you in there because you were sleepy. She's not replying to me. Can't you hear me? Kayla? Okay. And wait, so off stream, I'll probably do just like a bunch of these, because I need to do Riding Shoguns anyway, because I need to get to that. I also need to do, where was she? Naida's. Because I need to get to this one, which is the one for Linny's talents, and I want Linny. So I need that for Linny's talents. I also, nah, the one for Wonder talents I have already unlocked because it's Scaramouche, right? Yeah. Wonder needs Scaramouche. Wanderer tap. Actually, I can't tell from here yet. Okay, but yeah, Wanderer need. Kayla!
Hello.
I put you in a different VC because you fell asleep, right?
Yeah.
So I put you in a different VC because I was winding down the stream and also I didn't want to wake you up accidentally.
Oh.
I put you in the VC called Sleepy Kayla.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah, anyway, I'm like winding down. I'm just saying what I'm gonna be doing off stream.
I woke up because there was a loud thud in my house.
Oh my gosh.
Toto jumped on the banister and she missed.
She missed.
She missed. She went over the banister.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was a loud thud, and she was downstairs. Downstairs, yeah. I am very out of it.
You should go to bed because I'm ending stream soon anyway. I've
Yeah.
literally exited out of the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I think I've been awake for close to 36 hours.
Oh my god.
Yep, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah. Anyway, bye stream.
Bye stream.